We are on the way to Donington Park on the M1. It is 6:57 and the weather, well, it doesn't look like it now, but it's meant to be absolutely hammering it down. So we're going to have a bit of a challenge. So I have dry tyres in the bike and I have wet tyres and spare wheels. But the wet tyres aren't on the spare wheels yet. So we're going to have to get to Donington, get everything out, find ourselves a garage, get the wheels out, then find a tyre servicing centre because there isn't one at the track today. Bear with me. So we're going to have to go and drive out of the circuit and find somewhere to change tyres over so that we can actually ride around. So that's the challenge. We've still got a lot of time to go. Like I say, it's just before 7 o'clock. It's going to be a bit of an interesting one. Never ridden on a wet track with proper wet tyres, so let's see how we go.
Donington Park is a world-renowned circuit in the East Midlands. The circuit originally opened in 1931 and hit the international stage, hosting Formula 1, MotoGP, and even still has the World Superbikes visiting to this day. The circuit I'll be riding is the 2.5 mile GP track. Sadly, after unloading the van and whilst getting ready for the first session, the heavens opened and the rainstorm began.
Right, back again. We are now 10:15. By the time we get back to the circuit, I'll have missed two sessions, rather. I don't know if you can tell, probably can't see it on the side window or hear it, but it is raining now. So I've been off to go and get tyres changed over, had a massive faff. Probably called half of Derbyshire and Leicestershire trying to find out if I could get tyres changed over. Managed to find someone, so that's sorted. We've got wets on wheels and I'm going to go back and put them in the bike and hopefully get to ride it for a change. So hopefully we'll be able to cut in a second to me riding a bike and you'll see me whizzing around having loads of fun. If that doesn't happen, then it's not gone well and we'll explain all that. But here we go. Got ya, you thought you were going to see a motorbike. I can't swear, I'm livid, that's a good word, livid. So as you can see, we're not riding motorbikes, and it's now 3 minutes past 12. We're driving back to the same motorcycle shop in Derby to get some tyres changed over again. Yes, I did already get tyres changed over, but the wheels that I bought don't fit. So we're spending even more time driving back, getting wet tyres fitted onto the wheels that I've got my dry tyres on. All the while absolutely seething, so I'm going to have a Milano bar. It's Kinder Bueno. Let's try and cheer myself up. But this, I don't want to do any track days again. Don't do a track day, this is what you have to do. It's raining. I mean, no, do track days, they're brilliant, but God, I hate motorbikes at times.
Powerhouse in Derby, having heard my tale of woe, took pity on me after the second time of visiting them in one morning and kindly swapped over the tyres gratis. It was much appreciated and helped take the sting out of missing a whole morning on track, and the hassle of driving 2 hours in round trips. Now we could get on with riding. In my first session out on track, it was all about learning. I hadn't ridden around Donington for nearly 6 years. The amount of rain that was falling meant that I had to learn where the water was collecting, and of course I've never ridden on wets nor ridden the R1 properly since finishing it as a project bike. This session was just about taking it steady and building up. Although I surprised even myself with how comfortable I was so quickly, on a 170 horsepower bike that had no rider aids during a heavy downpour. After tiptoeing my way around, I could start to be more confident and trust in the tyres, which are frankly incredible. Join me for a full lap, and whilst it's not fast, it was reasonably smooth and the lines were starting to get a little better. You'll notice, for example, the tyres do have limitations, like for example down this straight. The bars shake and this is caused by the front wet tyre. It's slightly disconcerting, especially at well over 100 miles an hour, which is why you hear me roll off the throttle before accelerating again. One of the things I love about this R1 though is the noise it makes. Listen to the induction roar as it climbs up past 5, 6, 7,000 RPM and beyond. Now you'll notice the crash bung that fell out of Lara Moto's bike. At the end of the lap, I pull in to notify the marshals who deal with the debris via a red flag before letting us out again briefly. As we head back out of pit lane for the final session of the day. So few people were left that they joined both intermediate and advanced group together, and there were literally less than 10 people whizzing around in circles. At this point of the day, considering all that had happened, I was now just about enjoying riding, not taking any unnecessary risks and trying to avoid any silly mistakes, so it was a largely uneventful session. However, there was this absolute monster of a wheelie.
Well, what a day that was. Not the day I had planned, but lost the whole morning and started getting a little bit annoyed, but we got out in the afternoon, which was alright. First time riding on wets and first time riding that R1, and it's a hell of a bike. It's got a few little niggles that we need to iron out. The front brakes, I think the discs are warped, and also the brakes weren't as strong as I hoped, so yeah, might have to rebuild the master cylinder or something there. Generally, awesome riding on wets, really enjoyed it. There's loads more grip than you realise. Yeah, brilliant fun, and at least got a few sessions in. Feel a little bit tired now, but I hope you've liked this track day vlog. Didn't really go as how I wanted it. I wanted to be much more riding involved and everything else. There's not much footage of me actually riding, so sorry about that. But if you have enjoyed it, please let me know, because if you have, I'll do another one, and I'll do a few more. If you haven't, then I won't. It's up to you. So yeah, please let me know if you enjoyed it, and hope to catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Ride safe.